Hey sis, and happy Tuesday. So yesterday the Holy Spirit led me to read the story of Deborah. And I read through her story, and if you don't know, Deborah was a prophetess and she was also a judge. And another woman named Jael is a part of her story as well. So, reading through the story in Judges chapter 4, and afterwards, I'm like, okay, Lord, what is my takeaway? And I believe that the Lord wanted me to read the story of Deborah because He wanted to remind me that when it comes to my assignment, I have to go all in. I have to go all in. And that is my encouragement to you today, is to go all in. What do I mean? So if you read the story of Deborah and Jael, these are two women who understood the assignment. And I can even throw Esther and her story into there as well. And there are others, right? But these women understood their assignment and they went all in without hesitation, without fear, without timidity. They made a decision that they're going to do what they're supposed to do, and they're going to do it at 100%. And, it just made me think about my own personal life and my story and how it is so important that we do not dim our light. It is so important that we take hold of the assignment that God has given us and we go full force. That every day we make a decision that, okay, I'm taking another step forward today, not for my glory, not for my name to be made great, but for the name of the Lord to be made great, and for somebody to see my light and they come to Christ because of what they see happening in and through me and how the Lord is working through me, again, for His glory, right? Whenever we make a decision to not pursue our assignment, whenever we decide that, okay, today I'm not going to do it, I'm just going to do my own thing, or we allow fear to grip us or anything like that, what we fail to understand is the consequence of that, right? If I made a decision today to not record this video, to not give you this encouraging word, I am, number one, slapping God in the face and saying, okay, Lord, you're not good enough. Your help is not good enough. When the truth is, all I need is the Lord to fulfill my assignment. He's the one that gave me the assignment, and He's the one that equips me for the assignment. And number two, what we have to remember is the people along the journey that's affected by our lack of movement, our lack of just dedication to what God has called us to do. Because when we don't do what we're supposed to do, we miss the opportunity to minister to that person in the grocery store, to minister to that person at the gas station, to minister to that person at the job, to minister to that person on social media. Listen, sis, when you do what you're supposed to do, there are people along the journey that are going to come to Christ, that are going to see Christ because of your decision to go all in, because of your decision to not back down, because of your decision to stand confidently and boldly in your God-given assignment. What God has called you to do is unique. Is unique. God is not a cookie cutter God. Listen to me. God is not a cookie cutter God. Okay? It does not matter that the woman standing next to you is also called to teach. The way in which God has called her to do it and you to do it is unique and it is different. And there is somebody that is going to receive from you that won't receive from her, and vice versa. Not because anything is wrong, but it's because the way in which God works, there are people that He wants us to reach. There are people that He wants us to reach. And now is your time, sis, to go all in. You got to grab hold of the assignment that God has given you and make a decision. Today is the day. Today is the day. If you don't realize it, there's a lot going on in the world, and we don't have time to hesitate. We cannot afford to allow fear to keep us bound. We can't afford it. Time's up. Make a decision. Make a decision today, sis. What God has called you to do, He has equipped you to do it. And the only one that is stopping you is you. The only one that is keeping you held back is you. Make a decision. And I encourage you to read and to study Judges chapter 4. Look at Deborah. Look at Jael. Even go to Esther's story. Look at her. These women understood the assignment. And they went for it. So now is your time, sis. Today is the day. Make a decision to take a step forward. Because what God has called you to do is great and it is unique. And all He is waiting on you to do is to say yes, fully, completely. It's time for you to go all in.